Just cut two 4x4. I'm doing them at 7 feet tall, so that's the first step. I'm gonna end up cutting 4 of them, and I'll do this step by step. I'm cutting 4 of these at 7. So it's 4x4. Build a 4-foot arbor. Outside to outside, I want to be about 4 feet. So I got 4 feet right here. Four right here. So I got 4 feet here, and I'll start doing some cutting strips. I pretty much laid out my slats already. I've cut my slats in 4, so I've pre-marked some of my slats. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna not just drill a pilot hole, but drill a hole completely through here. So I already pre-mark it 1.5 and 2.5 inches. I'll pre-drill the hole all the way through the small bit, drill bit all the way through. And I'll do this with each slat. I'll use 2 bolts in here, or 2 nails, whatever you prefer, so that it don't wobble when you fix it up. So you want to make sure that it's racked properly. Now I'll show you how to rack it later on. I'll pre-drill my holes now, and each end I'll drill all my holes like so. Now lay it out on top of my board like so. And I'm going to use my spacing. I'm starting from the very top, and the spacing, each spacing of the slats, I want to have about 1 foot spacing for each board. So I do 1 foot here, 1 foot here, slat, 1 foot. That's all. Before I get started, I'm gonna rack 4x4s. Make sure they're even. I have about 8 3/4 this direction. I'm gonna measure the other side. Make sure. Eight 3/4, perfect. 4, 4, 4 feet, perfect. So now everything's racked. What I'm gonna do now, I like to use a lot of the towel bond or just wood glue. I like to use a lot of wood glue on a lot of my project. I pre-drill the holes. I'm gonna use probably about 1 inch, 1.5 inch screws, wood screws preferably, and I'll just put a little dab of a little glue on each line I've drawn on the wood. So I pre-mark the measurements on the wood. Once I get that down there, I'll place it like so. Then I'll take my drill. I'll do one side. So make sure it's straight. And the other end. So it's even. Try not to split wood. I've got this top portion up. So I'll do the back one. That means the rack stays in place. in the bottom. Little glue. It's not necessary to use the glue at all. However, it's your choice. Straight. That way your rack stay in place. Then you can go ahead and add on the other slats between there. Keep in mind, I will be building 2 of these. I'm gonna do the last piece of board here. I'm finishing up my second side, placing my pre-marked slat down. I've got the measurements marked already. Pretty much countersinking all my bolts, all my screws or whatever you decide, or nails. And that's it. My 2 sides are almost finished. I'm going to do the front. I'm using a that's a 2x12. It's not always 12, but it's 2x12. And I'm going to drill out the front logo, the front sign, or the front base plate on the front of it. Then I'm going to cut it at an angle. What I'm going to probably do is I got a 4-footer here. I've already pretty much drawn it. From here I'm going to do a 45-degree angle here. So I draw across the board, 45-degree angle there. Here, 45. 45, be straight here. Or I can still find out the angle. It's a 45 here. So it's still a 45 on the 45-degree angle here. Make sure it's 45. Then I'll get me a piece of wood or rubber band and draw the angle I would like to have it. And what I did is I used a piece. Carly, come here a minute. Come here. Hold that right in the center. What I had my son did, grandson, when you hold it tight, when you just do the angles, this wood right here. Any type of way you want to draw your angle or how you want to design it, it's up to you. We got that finished, and I'm going to do my cutting now. Yeah, my grandson, he's on Canon camera. So we're going to cut it in. See if you can find another piece of, small piece of 2x4.
I got one.
Okay.
This?
It's too big.
One right here.
Too big. Right here. Come here. Alright. Put one more along here. Alright, I'm gonna cut. This will be here. This one will be for the back of the rear, and this will be for the front. These two. Should just kill two birds with one stone. Front, rear. And I might make some fancy designs in here. I don't know yet. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. Hopefully you can see there. I've just preset it up and I've racked it and, you know, squared off and everything. Got my square here. Square here and all my corners. Everything squared off. Square here on the top right here, you can't see it, but square it off at an angle. Square it off here. It's pretty decent here. Once I check my square, I'll check my measurements. My measurements from here to here. It's 49. Make sure. 49. And I pull these wood up. I got bump it up 1 inch here. I've got bump it up 1 inch here. 1 inch lip. And I put my strip on top. And I went to the very bottom. Make sure I kick it out at least 1 inch. So when I lay my strips down, it doesn't affect nothing here. It wouldn't bother to hit the 4x4. And I just bump it up a 1 inch lip here also. And I went to the back. Take my back measurement. And I've got 49 inches here. Now this is going to be a little adjusted on the very top because it's kind of a little wobbly. As I go along, I will measure this over here to make sure that it's 49 also. Once I got it directed, got it in position where I wanted it at. Now what I'm going to do is get some measurements here because I already know the roofs, how the roof's going to look. So what I do is I measure the roof. My roof has got to be from the back, all the way to the back, to the front. Has to be 59 inches when I lay them out and I put the slats on. 51 inches here. And it's got to be 51 inches. And when you lay it out, make sure you got 51 inches length. And from at 49, so I lay my slats out. I'll be doing my slats like the example. My slats go here. But they have to be at least 51 inches. So I'm going to probably go a little longer, probably 54, 56 inches to have an overhang. So I'm going to have 51 inches or more. But I may make a design on the front or maybe the front and back of the slats. I haven't decided yet. Or you can put 2x4s on the very top and make your designs, up to you. But it has to be 51 inches or more. So now, I got a diagram. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow too much. And I'll be able to build the top and go from there. That's it. Once I build this very top, I'll show you. Then I'm going to probably put about 3 or 4 more slats. Probably 3. 1, 2, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. I haven't decided yet. I may end up placing a 2x4 here, just basically for the support. I don't know. Thinking about it. Stay tuned.